Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Hey.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Hi.
Guys, I love going on TikTok. And now they're going to take that away from me.
I love TikTok, and now I can't even have that.
Guys, I love going on TikTok. And I recently got a video that I could not turn away from. The way this video opened was so riveting and captivating that I had to see what was coming next.
Check out the terrifying moment. A happy ending massage goes wrong. This guy was in Southern Asia and went to get a massage. However, it went horribly wrong. Watch till the end to find out what happened.
All right, let's get another look at the part where this news anchor Joe Rogan is talking. Can we look at that again?
Check out the terrifying moment. A happy ending massage.
Okay, that mouth ain't moving.
This guy was in Southern Asia.
That mouth ain't moving at all. That mouth ain't doing. That mouth ain't going like that at all. Okay, Joe Rogan was lying his AG1 infused ass off in this clip because this is not a happy ending massage and nothing goes wrong. So Joe was being patently misleading.
Joe Rogan vouched for this video.
He put his reputation and his word, really, on the line. That is so funny, though. That is the funniest / most unethical use of AI crap, deepfake stuff. They have the Joe Rogan experience like it's a stamp of approval. Hi, I'm Joe Rogan, and I love this video.
That was my first memory, but I didn't wake up here. I was inside my mother's womb.
Whoa.
And I was about maybe 6 months inside the womb.
Going like that.
And I'm like, okay, don't forget I'm here. Okay. Don't forget. You go to sleep. You wake up again. Now something's moving in front of you. And you're like, oh, that's my friend. But I had a different name for it. I didn't know it was my hand.
Right.
But I knew.
Okay, so this is Terrence Howard on the Joe Rogan program. You know, I mean, we've looked at the Joe Rogan program on this show before. I think this might be the greatest in the history of the experience. It's Terrence Howard. It's 3 hours and 8 minutes long. Joe talks for 8 of those minutes. Guess who's cooking the rest of the time? That's right, Terrence.
I've got a patent where we're able to. You won't need projectiles in the guns anymore.
Whoa!
It's if you pull up my patent for projectile.
Before we do that, though, should we finish
Step in here,
yeah,
Joe.
finish it.
Let's finish this video, and then Jamie.
I mean, you know, for the past couple of years, we've been seeing these Joe Rogan clips. They're hilarious, you know. It'll be like, it'll be Joe Rogan watching a video, you know. Joe Rogan watching a TikTok video or an Instagram video where there's like a furry. There's a furry, you know, in a very staged-looking video trying to get into a bathroom or something. A furry trying to force their way into a children's bathroom. And if you're under the age of 68, you know the video's fake. But if you see it in your Joe, you're like, this is crazy, man. Those are the clips we've been seeing from the Joe Rogan program for the past couple years. This Terrence Howard thing is a different kind of thing. You know, Terrence Howard's like, I invented a gun that doesn't use bullets. I invented some kind of endless source of power. I remember when I was born. I remember when I was circumcised.
I remember when I was circumscribed.
Why would you want to remember that? I hope you didn't even remember that. I remember it. I got audio of it, too.
If you're right, so many people are wrong.
Everyone's wrong. Oh, well, the universe backs me up. And I have the proof of it. You have all these physicists that's saying something different,
right?
But none of them have 97 patents. None of them have introduced a new form of flight.
Yeah, I don't know. People are always making fun of old Joe. You know, they're like, Joe. And if somebody comes on the Joe Rogan program and they sound smart, Joe Rogan will believe anything. People always give old Joe a hard time about that. You know, he believes these people because they sound like they know what they're talking about. I might be in the same boat as Joe on this one. Because I'm either like Terrence Howard has no idea what he's talking about, or Terrence Howard is the greatest genius of all time, you know? Because Terrence Howard is like, I've reinvented physics and math. Okay, so anyway, I'm watching this and I'm going, I don't know, Terrence. Reinventing math, reinventing a space machine, and a gun that doesn't shoot bullets. I don't know, Terrence. I was saying that out loud.
I was saying that out loud to the computer.
And then I saw this. Jack White from the White Stripes. They did this song. Oh! Okay, enough. So Jack White put this on Instagram. I guess he listens to Joe Rogan while he's pressing records or something. I don't know. He's doing this to those records. Hey everyone, just a reminder, you should definitely be getting your facts about science and medicine from Terrence Howard and Joe Rogan. I wouldn't waste any time trusting scientists or doctors who went to universities, etc. for 12 years getting a PhD or anything. Nor should you trust anyone who understands what peer reviewing is, etc. It's really great that MMA Joe uses his platform in front of millions to make sure everyone gets the truth. Keep up the great work, MAGA Joe. You're helping people. Jack White. Yours, Jack White. Oh, God damn it. Jack White. Hashtag this. Hashtag Terrence Howard. Hashtag Joe Rogan. Hashtag science.
And why you so mad about this, Jack?
Okay, so I don't know. Maybe Jack White is right. Wait a second. Don't clip that. Don't clip that in a way that's, racist. Maybe Jack's right. But Joe's really taken us into his world on this one because I have no idea. Terrence Howard could either be a genius experimental physicist, reinventing math, coming up with the guns that don't shoot bullets, they shoot energy or something, or he's some kind of a mad poet, and he seems to be having a good time with either of those options. But he has been patenting things for like a decade. Here's one of his patents. Systems and methods for collapsible structure applications. I guess I like structures that can collapse. Collapsible structures may be formed from planar solids. The structures may be comprised of multiple planar objects, hingedly connected, where each planar object may include magnetic materials or electromagnetic materials, using the magnets or other... Terrence Howard's one of those guys where he says something and you're like, can I say this in my own way, Terrence? You want to make a thing that can collapse into a flat thing? Is that what that means?
Could you explain that though to the layperson? How does the universe multiply volumetrically?
Yeah, dumb it down.
To the way
Dumb it down,
It does
Terrence.
not move, does it linearly?
Don't get frustrated, Terrence. We're trying to understand. This is why Jack White got mad. Okay, go ahead.
It does not walk on. All of our math is based upon a two-dimensional projection.
Right.
What they do in calculus, they will reduce the action of all things. They'll keep trying to reduce it down to one moment because they believe Newton's first law that everything...
So yeah, I don't really know where to fall on this. The structure of reality is you have to take a side now, okay? Either you're on the Terrence side, what's his name? Terrence Howard. So you're either on Terrence's side or you're on the side of Jack White from the White Stripes. And these are the two sides that will decide what is the nature of reality. And can a gun shoot with no bullets?
And you better pick a side, goddamn you to hell.
Terrence Howard has come to the conclusion that
life is long and weird.
He can prove it. Yeah, I guess this is a little concerning, maybe. This is the concerning part. He went to Uganda to give a presentation. Here we go.
I was born Terrence Deshaun Howard. I've become an actor. I've been nominated for Oscars and Golden Globes and SAG Awards.
Okay.
But those weren't the things that really moved me. And what I'm saying is now we have invented a new form of
Who's that lady?
that I would like to bring here to Uganda to replace the drones, to replace the helicopters, to replace the planes. Now, this is the geometry of hydrogen. Of hydrogen.
Hydrogen.
So we're talking about unlimited bonding. Unlimited predictable structures, supersymmetry. We are no longer just selling agricultural products and pieces from the land. We can now sell and...
I like that guy. I don't know, Terrence. He's doing the I don't know, Terrence. No, I don't know, Terrence. Kind of sounds scientific, but I don't...
But the main purpose is to defend the sovereignty of a peaceful place.
The comments are really giving him a lot of it.
Boom, boom.
Today I learned that Terrence Howard is batshit crazy. Hey,
shut up, man.
Should probably note here that a lot of people who watch this concluded this was some kind of a scam. Probably a lot of people in Uganda probably suspected that too. So I don't know, Terrence Howard went to Uganda. I guess he was like, hey, we can make hydrogen drones that can protect Uganda. It's based around a new kind of math. I don't know what I would say if I was there in Uganda. I'd be like, all right, Terrence, I'm down to try. I don't get it. Terrence has been working on this for a while, and look, I don't know. This is from 2015. Terrence Howard thinks 1 times 1 equals 2. Has a secret system called terryology.
Ooh, love that.
And spends 17 hours a day making nameless plastic structures. This is the last century that our children will have to be taught that 1 times 1 is 1. Yeah, I am sick of that. Makes me want to
Beat a kid in Walmart.
On the Joe Terrence video, there's a funny comment. I knew Terrence Howard for about a year in 1996. He married my neighbor, okay, and spent a lot of time with my brother. He was even at my wedding. Wow. Trust me, this is how he was back then. He isn't acting. He always spoke like this.
Yeah, see, this is the fundamental problem with the tectonic reality that I'm seeing right here.
Is that, a lot of people, you go to the math Reddit, and they're like, this guy's an idiot. You go to the physics Reddit, he doesn't know what he's talking about, this guy Terrence. But if Terrence was at your wedding, most people at a wedding, they're just like milling around. All the conversations at a wedding are like, hey, what were you doing over there earlier? Oh, you were getting some of the food. Okay. Where do you work? That's like every conversation at a wedding. Then you go hit up Terrence and he's like, 1 times 1 is actually 2. And you're like, okay. I don't know, Terrence, but I'm listening. Oh, damn. Okay. Terrence spoke at, what the hell is this crap? Oxford. What is that? This is where I get a little more, I don't know, Terrence. Here we go. Check this out.
Well, let's say you put a dime times a dime. Go ahead, let me get this out. Say you take a dime times a dime. You put that in your calculator.
Yeah.
It says 1 cent. 0.10 times 0.10 is 1 cent. But we know a dime times a dime is a whole dollar. But the banks gives us money based on that evaluation.
Well,
Is that fair?
I don't know, Terrence.
And I might get shot about talking about this right now. But I've got a book coming out called Does a dollar times a dollar equal a dollar, or does a dollar times a dollar equal $2?
Whoa, goddammit to hell, did this make the math nerds of the world. They collectively went like this.
Wrong.
I do like that Terrence Howard is like, if they heard me saying this, they'll get my ass, I kind of do hope there's some math death squad that's like, we can't have this getting out. What Terrence is saying. But what Terrence Howard is saying here is like a dime times a dime, that's 1/10 times 1/10, that equals 1/100th, so it goes down. The bank is tricking us with that. I think the banks are probably tricking us in some other ways, but let's get a math nerd on TikTok to talk about that. Is this true? Let me go to TikTok.
Quick multiplication lesson for everybody that agrees with Terrence Howard.
Give him a break.
A dime is 1/10 of a dollar.
No.
A dime is a unit of measurement. It measures how many pennies. 10 pennies equals a dime. You don't multiply a dime times a dime.
Stop.
You can only add how many ever dimes you have. What he did when he was talking was change the context of the dime. So he said a dime times a dime is a dollar. No, a dime times 10 equals a dollar.
Right. Okay.
So if you're going to use a dime for a holding place for just a general number 10, then yes, a dime times 10 equals a dollar.
I get it now. Okay, got it. He's pissing the math nerds off. They're like, no, Terrence.
No, Terrence.
There's no such thing as a dime times a dime. Okay, so pretty cool. Terry goes into all this terryology stuff, the shapes, guns without bullets, flying machines. But Terrence saves the best question for the end. He gives Joe a little bit of this.
Boom, 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 boom.
You too, man. You made the challenge. There's one question I want to ask you before you go.
Sure.
Oh, no.
While you were on Fear Factor,
Yes.
and you watched people making choices for that gold,
Yeah.
what is your consensus about human nature in comparison to what dignity and integrity should move somebody to do in comparison for chasing that gold?
Hold on. Let's get a look at Joe's face on that question. Hey, Joe, you were making people eat bugs on that show. What does that tell you about dignity and self-respect for those people? Joe's like, hey, come on,
I don't know, Terrence.
They're young. They want to take a chance. It might be fun.
Yeah, but it's at the end of the day, there's a certain amount of self-respect.
Give him a
that
break.
Comes up to it. Like if I'm forced
Give him a
to
break,
eat a
Terrence.
slug or something of that nature, if I'm on like Naked and Afraid, it drives me crazy because they don't even get paid for it. They go out and get these parasites and
Give him a break. It was 20 years ago,
It
Terrence.
changes them for life, and it's just for the freaking experience. No, that's why we put on clothes.
It's the clout. They want to be on television. People want to be on television so bad.
And I think being
strange.
on television is the worst thing that has ever happened. I feel like an emotional whore.
Give him a break, Terrence. So there we go. Terrence calling Joe's ass out. Giving him one of these.
Boom, boom, boom.
You know, I'm not saying Terrence doesn't know what he's talking about, but I don't really know what he's talking about. But
he seems like he's having a good time, I guess.
And for that, we say,
God bless you.
well, guys, it's Monday.
For one day.
Or maybe not for one day. You know, maybe we need to examine the math on that one.
Hope you guys are doing great.
Hope you're re-examining the universe. Love you so much.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye-bye.
I might just walk out here and think I'm gonna take about a week off. Guys!
You're not getting the whole show, okay? Please, for Christ's sake, become a member on Patreon, okay? For as little as 2 bones. When you join on Patreon for as little as 2 stupid little bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday shows every week. The Quaments program, where you can ask questions or tell stories or do whatever, and it's a whole show. Behind the scenes crap.
All for 2 putrid little bones, that's it. Just click this link, here it is, right there, see it? Yep, okay. I'm in hell.
And if you really want to support the wretched show, people call it, because they're satanic, they're sick, you could become a producer for only 25 bones. These beautiful people here are, God! Without these producers, it's over, man. It's done.
Do you think we can do the show without the producers?
Okay? Because if you do think that, you got another thing coming, my man.
You got a totally different thing coming.
Without the producers, it is as good as over.
Hello?
Is anyone listening to me? Please answer. I'll wait. Please answer.
Our hearts and our toilets.
Are forever endowed unto the producers from which all light comes. Praise God.
Praise God.
It really is amazing to have such beautiful producers, and if you want to do it, oh my God, I don't even know what to say. You know, I love the producers so much that I wrote a little song about them. Here we go.
Hit it. Without the producers, we're going straight to hell. It will be their national team for all eternity. And then we'll go down to the lower level of hell where you can't get out. Not even for good behavior / deeds. Go down there. Deeds. I'm in hell.